So it's another day, it's another bike ride. Me and Jess today have come to Phillips Park. So Jess is on her hardtail, I'm on my e-bike. This is the Black Dog Trail at Phillips Park in Manchester. So this is one of Jess's kind of usual routes that she goes on herself. I don't quite often come, but today I've got some trail tools with me because Jess was saying there's a couple of the jumps down here which are really rutted after obviously freeze four all winter. So now hopefully we won't get any more freezes. I've come down with some tools. Jess has come down for a ride and we'll hopefully do some digging, get some riding done and take you along for it. So here we go, I'm at the top of the trail. Jess has gone off to the other loop first. I've obviously got tools sticking out my bag, so I've got to be a little bit careful not to clip anything on the way down. On the e-bike, going to drop in, see how the conditions are, find the jumps further down there and see if they need any work doing to them. So far so good. So this trail was actually built by the guys up from Farmer John's. So I think it was a council grant or something along those lines, but it was the builders from Farmer John's that came and built this section. And it does get quite a lot of abuse. A lot of people ride it, more than I expected, to be fair. Jess comes up here quite a bit for her loops, but yeah, lots of other people ride it too, including Danny, who's a subscriber on this channel that I've met and ridden with once. He rides up here with his son. It's a cool little spot. So this one will hopefully make it ride better for you and your lad, Danny. Okay. So, what can be done here? So, cleared out a load of drainage. Someone's got to do it, hasn't it?
I did it the other week. I put a load of rocks in here.
Yeah.
There where that brick is.
Up there, so I'll always step aside and let riders ride. At the end of the day, that's what it's here for, isn't it?
What's your name again?
I'm Josh.
Josh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm James.
Nice to meet you.
Right.
See you later, let's have a good ride.
A little bit, won't you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take you on a little tour of Phillips Park. This is my second run down. I've done one of each side just to check there's no trees, because quite often trees fall down in here. There are a couple on this side, but they're ones that have been there for ages, so I know about them. So this is the left side, and it starts off quite fast. It's a little bit steep. There's some little shoots which are quite fun. There's two sides to Phillips, the left and the right. They both finish in round about the same place, and then you pedal up the hill and you start again from the same starting point. Quite pedally. There are some jumps on the other side, but this is when I come to quite a lot on my own because it's not too far. I can do like 4 or 5 laps within like an hour and a half or so. So it's quite good if I want a little pedal, a little cardio blast. Another quite fast section, which is quite fun. I've got to brake here because it cuts down to where the trees down. This one's been down for a long time. Luckily I'm small and I can just about fit under it. There's another one down the next corner. It's not as bad. So that's down. I think maybe if you were taller, I'm not sure if you'd be able to get around that. And then I do a little hop on that bridge. It's good fun. So we're nearly at the end. There's a little rock I do to sort of bring us out into the open bit. A bit sketchy, the tree's getting a bit low near it. And it brings you out into the open. And then it's a bit of a climb up, back to the same starting point. And then I do the right side.
See, the key with trails like this, because of the material, you don't want to dig it away. It's been laid over the top, so if you dig it away, you're just eroding the trail and making it unrideable in the long term. So you've got to spend that effort, spend that graft, and while it's wet, smack all of the grooves out. Level it back off. Not taking any material away, just leveling it back off so that now as it dries out, as we come into spring, it'll dry out a bit flatter and not with massive tram track grooves in it all the time. I mean, that's for the run going round the jump, so that's not even for people doing the jump. But I can't leave 4-inch deep ruts when I've got a spade and I'm working, so a bit more smacking and then maybe move on to some of the actual jumps, since this is technically just a setup jump. Woo, it's warm work. Okay, all of the ruts taken out there, packed all back down, packed that down the best I can given it is still wet, cleared out the drainage, and considering this is just the first pre-jump, let's move down the line. So I've been doing lots of digging, lots of clearing of the drainage, and since I'm at a jump now, I may as well at least try one bang it on the e-bike. Since I have got my bike here, I may as well do a little bit of riding. Fun to blast a little no-fly. Not a bad little jump for it either. Now, I guess I better stop having fun riding my bike and go back to seeing if any of the trails down there need fixing.
So I've done the climb back to the same starting point, but this time I'm going to peel off to the right. So it's just down this little bit, then you have to stop across the road. And then your bike won't fit through here, so you have to get off. And you get it through. But then once you've done that bit, you then just stay on the bike. It's just that funny little down and across bit. So the right side is the side with a few jumps, which Josh is currently fixing, because in the winter, because it's got so wet and muddy, there's loads of grooves, especially in the first one, which means you can't really do the jump because you go up in it and you just wobble. So hopefully you can make that a bit better. One of the things about Phillips though is that it holds the water, so in the winter, no matter even if it's not rained, It's just so muddy, so wet. And then anytime it does rain, like this week, it's then gone really wet again. And you do get very dirty, very wet. It actually came, I think last week, and it was the first time where I wasn't really filthy, but then a bit of rain and it's gone back to needing all your waterproofs and needing a change of clothes. But it's still good fun. So now just coming up to the jumps. So the first one, I'm just going to roller because that's the one with all the grooves in. It's already looking a bit better. Do that one, and then roll a bit. Jump that. I roll that one. I have jumped that in the summer, but it's like a kind of little double. And we're not doing the first jump because I've only done it for the first time last summer. Ooh, that was nice. Just not sure if I can do it. So yeah, then at the end there's 2 cable jumps, a bigger one and a smaller one. You do have to pedal hard, like you need a lot of speed. Even now, when my technique for jumping has got a bit better, I still really have to pedal and really try. But sometimes I just session that little bit. So if you don't fancy all the pedaling, you can just lie down there, do the jumps and push up along the side. And I've done that in the summer.
Not a huge amount I can do to this one, not horrifically bad or anything, but I can give this drainage a little clear out here. It flows nice and fast. Right, that's flowing much better. On to the next. Okay, same kind of principle here. Can't do too much to the track, but I can definitely sort the route of this drainage because it's got all clogged up. Take out these branches.
So I'm trying to do the bigger of the jumps. Just been sessioning it. My legs have got a bit tired. I'm going to start from up there. That was it. That was a good one.
So I'm following Jess in. Jess is just going to hit the little one. She's done a few runs on the big one now. Obviously I'm going to hit the big one. So, it started to rain, we're starting to head up. However, little notice, I brought a monster can in with me. I have finished my monster can. My monster can goes in my bag to come off the trail with me, so this doesn't happen. Come on guys, you gotta be better than that.
Getting a little rainy now, so we're gonna go.
Okay, so packed up, got the tools back in the backpack, we are heading out. I think Jessie's gonna hit this little one more time on her way out, so taking my litter with me. I don't have a bag big enough to come down and do a litter pick down here today, but I'll have to at some point. But get Jess's last run. So now I've got to go try keep up with that on the trail with tools sticking out my bag. Wish me luck.
Woo! That was a pretty good one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.